Let's jump into our driver's seat with this. It's the 2007 BMW M6. Originally seen in 1983, it's the culmination of several BMW vehicles. The original Landshark, it's known for its luxury and its performance. Now, the new concept of the M6 was seen at the 2005 Geneva Auto Show. It has several attributes from different M vehicles, like the M5. It has the power button to help with throttle control.
I've driven this car on the racetrack, on the street, and on crossroads throughout Oregon. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the best all-around sports cars you'll ever have a chance to drive, let alone own.
Opening the hood of the 2007 BMW M6, we can see it has a very nice V10 engine under there, but it also has governed speed at 155 miles an hour. Now, when you take off that electronic governing, well, the rumors are you can get it up to around 206 miles an hour, right, Dennis?
That's right, and if I only had a chance once to drive this car completely ungoverned, I would be in heaven. I've driven this car at Road America in the Midwest, and I can only tell you this: the car handles impeccably, both in the dry and in the rain. I had an instructor with me going through the kink at about 150 miles an hour. Now, don't do that on the streets. Do it in a controlled environment. But if you want to do it, this is the car to do it in. The V10 with 500 horsepower and 383 foot-pounds of torque is amazing. The high RPM rush, yet the trackable power is there. There's a lot of things I could talk about. The variable differential, the incredible vented disc brakes all the way around, but it comes down to this. If you're looking for power and you're looking for performance, and it needs to be a BMW, this is the perfect car for you.
The front end of the BMW M6 is very BMW. It has the kidney-shaped grille and it has stance. This is a car that has presence on the road, presence in the parking lot. In fact, it's hard not to turn heads when you drive past people. Now, the white color is a bit outstanding on the street, but the car's lines are beautiful, especially this carbon fiber roof. It really makes the car stand out, right, Dennis?
Well, Nick's right. It also starts right here with the badging that says M6. And he's right. That carbon fiber roof, though you can't really see it when you're driving down the road, is one of the greatest attributes of this car when it comes to style. Now, the vehicle actually looks like it's small in the interior. We'll get to that in a minute. But it really sweeps back. It has beautiful lines all the way from front to back. Nick mentioned the white color might be a non-attribute to the car as far as it being better looking in, say, black or bright red, but I like the way that the light shines off the car, enhances the lines, and brings out a lot of the little things like the lights on the door handles and mirrors. It seems kind of petty to come up with something so small, but when you get this car in the darkness and you light it up with the key, it looks as if the spaceship is right there to pick you up. Moving to the interior of the BMW M6, you have to look at the large doors and the fixed rear glass first. Now, it's hard for us to show you how easy it is to get an adult back there, but I can tell you this, they'll fit. The car's set up as a 2+2, and need be, you could get friends or family and maybe some luggage back there if you had to. But it's more about being in the driver's seat. For about 20 minutes before the show started, Nick spent all his time telling me about everything he wanted to rant and rave about from the driver's seat. So Nick, here's your shot.
Well, this car is really beautiful on the inside. Not only is it a great drive, but it's also luxurious to be inside of. Everything is so well mastered at your fingertips. BMW have done a great job where you don't really have to move your hands very far to reach everything in the car. You can reach the mirrors and the windows with one hand without moving it. You can reach the iDrive, which of course is the easiest thing to navigate through your entertainment, through your navigation, through your climate controls, and through your communications. The Bluetooth phone is really easy to pair to this car. It also comes with a nice sound on the inside. The lights and the heads-up display that shows on the windshield all make this a drive which is almost close to perfect.
Now, Nick, before we get to our 2 ups and 1 down, I want to elaborate on one thing. I did have more seat time in this car than most of our press vehicles. I was there on the original launch, and Nick will agree with me. This car really does embody everything that BMW has to give you as a performance car. Yes, Nick, it's got the iDrive and all the great sound system features, navigation, and all the things that make living with the car great. But I have to tell you this, certain cars stir up your soul. Certain cars have that feeling that it gets down deep inside you that makes you feel powerful, like you're a superhero. This is one of those cars.
So as Dennis said, it's time for our 2 ups and 1 down. Why don't you go ahead and give us yours?
Well, the first one's got to be the mechanics of the car. I mean, we don't have time in a half an hour to go over all the electronics, all the masterful mechanics behind this car that make it a powerful ride on the roads today. My other up is going to be the overall balance between luxury and sport. This car does a very good job of making a driver get the car that can go to the business office, go take their wife or husband to dinner, whatever they need to do on a business sense of life, but then go out and terrorize their local twisty road. My down is going to be this. Chris Bangle, you're about that close, buddy. I'm telling you. This car is great looking, but it could use a little softer edges to make it one of my true ups, but for now, it's going to be my 1 down. Nick?
Now my 2 ups and 1 down, let's start with the ups. The carbon fiber roof has definitely got to be one of those. It's not really necessary, but it is essential. I mean, when it's there, why not have one? That's what I say anyway. My other up is the way the controls are laid out inside and how functional they are. You can alter how the engine performs right from the dash. You can choose electronically, differences in power availability, and things like that. And you can't do that in many cars. My down for this vehicle, it's not BMW's down, it's my down. And the down is I have too much of a conscience to be able to have this car in a daily driver. A V10 engine uses a lot of gas, and when you put the sort of mileage that we do on a car, I have too much of a conscience to buy this as a daily driver.
The 2007 BMW M6 Coupe comes standard with a 5-liter dual overhead cam 40-valve V10 engine. It has a standard 7-speed sequential manual gearbox and a base price of $99,100 with a staggering as-tested price of $106,870. City miles per gallon rating is 12, and miles per gallon highway EPA rating is 18.
Here are the guys that make miles around possible. The Russ Auto Group, Baxter Auto Parts, Northside Ford, Ray Reese Dealerships, 4-Wheel Parts Performance Center, Grand Prix Imports, and J. Lee's Auto Group. Thanks, guys.